Hello guys, it's your guy from Naro, and this evening we will be looking at how to set up our Java Netbeans IDE. After the Java Netbeans IDE, we need to make some little setup, like we need to organize our environment so that when coding it will become easy and faster. To install Java Netbeans, first you need your JDK. So if you want to install Java NetBeans 12, you need JDK 12. And as for me, I'm using Java NetBeans 8, although it's old, but I can use it for any work I want. So I'll stick to the Java NetBeans 8. So I've installed my Java NetBeans. First of all, when you launch your Java NetBeans, it will give you the start page. And with this start page, you'll find my NetBeans over here. We have new discoveries and what's new and other stuff. But for the first launch, all you need to do is just click on active features. When you click on active features, you'll find a list of programming languages and other stuff or other tools that is being embedded in this IDE, which will help the programmer to have a smooth programming or even start to program. So, as for me, this feature like HTML is activated, but if at your end it is not activated, all you need to do is just check and you just click on activate, which becomes active over here. For example, let me give you an example. Let's see Java card here is not green, it is inactive. So when I just check, you will see activate over here, and all I need to do is just push the activate button and you see it over here. All I need to do is just click on activate and you see the Java card. We'll be just waiting for it to be activated. So that's how we activate our IDE tools and programming languages. And let's look at something over here. There are a lot of things that need to be activated. For example, Java SE need to be activated. HTML, you see this one is finished, so let's click on finish. You need to activate your HTML. So you see it's 10 green, meaning it is activated. You have the tools, it needs to be activated. So if you are at your end it is not activated, make sure to check this list and also activate at your end. After the activation, we need to also organize our environment in such a way that it will suit us. For example, some of us will be having maybe having eye problem, and in that way, small when the font is small, it becomes the programmer to read codes and even type in code. So all we need to do is just go to tools, and from tools we will select options. When we select options, it will bring us to this interface. That's the general interface. Our main focus is on the appearance. So when we select the appearance, we can change the appearance of the program, how we want our IDE to look like. Should it be in a dark mode and other stuff, how the document tabs should be like, the windows look and feel, how we want the window to look like. Is it going to be like this form? So we can just try and select one after the other and see how it will look like. If you want to look at the font of our IDE, we can just come here and you see the font size is 13 over here. I can increase the size over here by just tapping on this one. When I click on it, I can just select maybe 18, maybe 14, making it bold, then okay. So I see it over here. So that will be the appearance. So all I need to do is just click on apply, and it is being applied onto my IDE. So okay, and I'll have this function on my IDE. Let's look at one thing. As a programmer, when programming, it's not always that you can always type in all the codes. It becomes tedious. But when you have a helping hand, like when you are typing and they are suggesting codes for you, like they are appending or to completing your code for you, it coding becomes very easy. How are you going to go about it? In Java NetBeans, those who have used it before can testify that they've not seen that option in Java NetBeans, but yeah, it is. Just go to tools, options again, but this time around you'll be looking at edit. So you select editor, and from that tab or the tab or the yeah, from the tab you will just select you look for code completion. So you select code completion. We will just make sure that our checked box will be as the same as on the screen. Auto pop completion window, auto pop documentation window, insert single, and other stuff the same as, and we will uncheck case sensitive code completion and display next to code completion. Yeah. After that, we will select the language that we want to apply this effect, that we want our effect to be more applied. That's Java. So after selection, it will bring us to this screen. On this screen, we have to make sure that guess failed method argument is being checked, and auto pop on typing any Java identifier part. It is also checked. Maybe the completion selector for Java will be filled like this. If not, let's make sure that we have the same symbols and characters and values over there. And the most important thing, auto pop triggers for Java, meaning whenever you hit a dot, there will be an auto pop trigger when coding. But this time around, we don't want only a dot or a point, but we just want, as we are typing even the name of a variable, or as we just code, as we start typing the letter, it should auto pop and suggest for us. How are we going to do it? Very simple. Within this box, we just define all the letters we know, and we know letters to be A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. That's in the lowercase, that's the small letters of the alphabet. What if we are typing in the uppercase? We need to also define that one too. So let's define our alphabet in the uppercase. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, or the Z. So we are done with it. In this case, as we type, there will be an completion whilst coding, and it will make our coding very easy and simple. So when we are done, we just click on apply and we hit on OK. So our environment is almost set for coding. Let's look at the tools on this environment. Let's go to file and hit on new project, but just look at the icon over here. Very simple. We can also come over here. We have the same icon here, so let's hit on it. The same as new project. you make sure you select Java and Java application. I think in Java NetBeans 12 it is different from Java NetBeans 8 when selecting this. I think it uses the something Java something ID, like some Android something. I'll try all my best to download Java NetBeans 12, but it's just the same. So you just hit next, and you just give a name to your project that you are about to build. So I'll just say first, sorry, um, first project. So that will be the name, first project, and use dedicated folder for storing libraries. Now create main class. We should always make sure that this is thick among uh, the configuration. So you click on finish, and we are done with setting up the project. So boom, here it goes. So we have our first project over here. Let's click on the plus sign to expand our project to get the details. Our focus is mainly on the source package. So let's click on it. When we click on it, we will find first project to be our source package, in which all our codes, our designs will be kept. So we have the first project.java. That's the main class. That is being that's just the main class, in which when we run our application, the codes within the main class executes first. Okay, so how are we going to make a design if we want to make some simple designs? Yeah, that's also our next target for today. We've been able to create a new project, we've been able to set up our environment. If you want to create a design or create forms on our project, very simple. Let's right click on the first project within the source packages. That's the root of our project. So we right click, then we go to new. Within the new, the drop down menu, or the pop-up menu, or whatever, all we need to do is just select JFrame form for now. But as time goes on, we'll be learning about JPanel form and other steps. But we will stick to JFrame form. So let's hit on JFrame form. It will ask for the form's name. So let's give it a simple name like form 1, and let's hit on finish. So after adding our form, you have this palette over here. If your palette is not showing, it's not a problem. All we need to do is just hit on tools, and you find palette over here, then just add it to your window. You can also go to window, and within this window you'll find IDE tools. You just select palette, and it will be automatically added onto your IDE or your environment. Or you can just click on Control Shift 8, and it will be added as the shortcut. So what is found on this palette? Very simple. This is just our form. It is empty. Let's view our form. On top of here we have this eye icon over here. It is also preview design. So let's click on it. So this is how our form looks like when we run it. So it is mostly used to preview how your form will look like. In this swing container within the palette, we have the panel. One use of the panel is that it is used to gather a lot of these controls, like putting all of the controls in one box, so that if you want to move the controls, all you need to do is just take the box and all the controls will be within the panel or within the box. Mostly I use panels on my phone because it helps you also to make designs on your phone. So I'll select a panel and I'll come over here. It is just like a box. I will just click on the form. It will be pasted like this. Then I will just click and drag over the form, just like this. So let's preview and see. So when we preview, we saw nothing. Yeah, it's true. We will not see anything because our panel is having no background color. So if you want to change the background color, you just right click on it, you go to properties, and within the properties from the background you can change the background to maybe white. And let's click on OK. Let's close it and let's preview it again and see. So you see we are having a white background over here. Our next tool is the we have the tab panel. The tab panel gives the user the chance to create tabs within on the form. Let's click on this and let's see. So when I drop a tab panel on here, we have one over here. So maybe I'll drag it maybe like this, very small one. Wait a minute. Okay, then close this one a little bit. Okay, so we have our tab panel over here. So this is the first tab. I'll just select it again, and this time on I'll paste it on the first one again, and you see you have a tab 1. That means that's the first tab. I'll just select it again and I'll paste it on it again. You have tab 1, and within tab 1 we have another tab 1. But if you want it in the horizontal form, I'll just tap on it, and this time I'll paste it outside. So you have tab 1, tab 2. If I want to add another tab, you just select tab pane and just tap it, like you click on the tab 2 and you have it, the tab 3. So that's the tab. You can create tabs on your phone. We also have split panel. That means the panel, we are having 2 panels and you want to split them, maybe the left and the right panel. You can use it in your design. Maybe you want to have a panel that is being split, or the pane, split pane. If you want to have a pane that is being split, like maybe 2 buttons, but they are not joined, like there's a little space in between them. You have the scroll pane, and the scroll pane is like when being placed on the form, you will also get the chance to scroll your form downwards. So maybe you have a form like this, and maybe within this box you will have a content that needs a scroll bar. So with this scroll pane, you can scroll down to check other info on this small box. Okay, so let's come down here. We have labels. Labels are just ordinary text that you put on a form. Like, I want just to put a text like try, how are you? I will just insert a label, and labels are not edited, but within codes we can write a code that will update our label text, but labels are not edited by end users. So I'll right click, go to edit text, and I just give it a name like try. So that's just the name. Let's view and see. So you see it over here. There is no surrounding on around the test. It's as if it's part of the form. So that's the level. We also have a button, as we all know what a button does. We have the toggle button. We also like, um, as we all know how toggle on and off button works. So I hope we all now know the the toggle button. We also have the checkbox. The checkbox, as we all know, it is being used to check items, like as we started to set up our environment. We saw a lot of checkbox within the setup or the configuration. We also have radio button over here, and you can also select this radio button. We also have the group button. You have like 2 or 3 radio buttons at the same time. So you also have that one too. So you just set everything over here. The button count, like maybe the button count can maybe be 2, 3, and other stuff. So you can also have it over here. So, and you also have the slider, like as you have on the floor. There will be a slider that you can slide. Sometimes you can use this slider for changing the font size or font size on your form. Like you want to, as you move the slider, then the font size will be increasing, and as you move back it will be decreasing. We also have the list over here. Maybe you want to give a space to users to enter a list. It is just a small box. You can use it as coding. We also have the test field. We use the some of the tools that we use much is the test field. It is one of the tools that we use much, and this test field is used to accept sorry, I just clicked on this is the test field rather. This is the test field. It is used to accept input from users and other stuff. Everything you need from a user, you can use the test field for that job. You can also use the test area, but one advantage about the test area is that it has so many features, like some has the typing features. It also has embedded scrolling, with the scrolling effect being embedded in the test area. So it's just like giving a space to users to enter their own test. Maybe you are creating a notepad, then I'll prefer, or I'll suggest to you to use the test area rather than the test field. We also have the scroll bar, so you can manually add scroll bar on your form or even on your panel, everything. You just extend it so that as you move it, it will move the form. You can also have the progress bar, where you can set the values of how the progress bar will move, and it is being coded. So you can just minimum to be maybe 50, and you can just add some images, paints, and other stuff. We also have the separator. It is used to separate forms. It is used to separate panels. It is used to separate buttons, text, everything. So you can have a form whereby there is a design whereby something is separating maybe 2 or more buttons or 2 or more I controls. There are 2 or more controls on the form. So sometimes we use this separator, as the name suggests or implies, separator. It separates controls. We also have the password field. With this password field, it automatically gives you a text box with the format in the password form. So when you're designing a login form, it is being it will be wise to use the password field, so that all your password will be encrypted or will be encoded or will be in a form of dots, so that the users around the end, maybe others who will be around the user when entering their password will not see the characters or the values being entered. We also have the test pane, we have the edit pane, we have the tree, and the tree works like just like this one. So you see you have the plus, and when you click on this, it opens, it drops down, and this one also drops down in this in the order. So you can design a form that you want to use this, then you can also use that. You also have the table. Maybe you want to design a form with a table, so you can use this table. Let's view and see what we've done so far. So you can also use this table, like just in end access. You can design a form and present the end data to users in the form of table. This is just for only swing controls. You also have swing menus. So when you click on it, you also have the menu bar. So when you add it on your phone, you can see this over here. So let me view and see. So you see it over here, file, edit. So that's the menu bar that you see always on pause. You can also have the menu item, the menu itself, the menu item or checkbox, pop-up menu. You can also add that one too, and all you need to do is just try and see. We also have the string windows, and within these windows we have the color chooser, the dialog file chooser, and other stuff. A lot, and I can't talk about all, but as we move on, we will be looking at them in our designs, and it will help us a lot. Thank you very much for watching this video. This video aims at just giving us an overview of our Java Netbeans IDE and how to set up our Java Netbeans IDE environment to suit our programming. Thank you very much. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel.